back to my channel. It's been such a long time since I've done a little intro or talking video. I just wanted to come on here really quick and thank you guys so much for the constant support that you guys have been giving me. And I also just wanted to welcome you guys back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be DIY chokers. I actually just created this choker not too long ago, along with 4 other chokers. So I'm showing you a total of 5 chokers that you can make, and all the supplies that I got were under $20. So that's under $4 a choker, which is so simple. Plus I have a ton of extra supplies, so I can make a ton more if I want to. So yeah, if you want to find out how to make super easy and affordable cute chokers, then just keep on watching. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments which choker is your favorite, and please don't forget to tag me in your photos or share them with me, or even like message them down below if you recreate any of these, because I would love to see it. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and let's just jump on into it. So to start off, we're going to take a choker that you already have. If you don't have one, you can just measure on your neck, but this is just going to be used as a measuring tool for all of the chokers going forward. And I'm taking some black faux velvet ribbon, and I'm using this as a guide. Now I'm just going to add about 3 inches to each side of the choker, being that our choker is a tie and it's not a clasp. And then I'm going to cut that off. Now I chose a little Buddha head as a pendant, but you can pick anything you want, or you can skip this step if you don't want a little pendant. And I figured out that it's really helpful to actually clip the ends just like this as shown, because it makes it a lot easier to apply the little pendant. This choker is super simple, that's it, and I've seen chokers like this all over the internet, and it's super cute and super easy to recreate. For choker number 2, we just need some thin chain and some thin thread or wire. This is kind of like a waxed thin thread, which I think is really good because it's really sturdy. And again, we're taking the same choker just to use as a measuring tool. We're going to measure 2 pieces of chain. One is going to be slightly longer than the other as shown here, and it's really important that one is a little bit longer because it plays a role on how it lays in the end. And then we're going to take the black thin wire, thread, and we're going to cut 2 pieces that are slightly longer than the longest piece of chain. Now you're going to take that and you're going to loop it through the end of both chains, and you're going to tie it in a knot. As shown here, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Just like this. And then you're going to do the same exact thing to the other side. Make sure you grab both pieces of chain through, and you tie it in a double knot, and then just cut the excess off. It's really important that one piece of chain is slightly smaller and shorter than the other. And you should have something like this at the end. Choker number 3 is really simple, but definitely one of my favorites. I'm just using this Hamza hand pendant and this faux suede thread. Now all you're going to do is just cut 2 pieces of the faux suede thread. I measured mine a little bit longer than the Hamza hand pendant, just to ensure that we have enough space to tie it in the end. And all you're going to do is literally just tie each piece through each end of the Hamza hand, and you're just going to put it in a double knot and then cut off the excess. It's so simple but so cute. I think it was really helpful that the Hamza hands had holes in the middle because it made it a lot easier to tie it through, but you can use any charms that you want and create any type of look that you want. So here I'm just putting the thread through the hole and tying it at the ends. It's super simple, but in the end it looks so cute. I get so many compliments when I wear this out, and it's definitely one of my favorites. So again, just doing the same thing to the other side, cutting the excess off, and you should have something like this in the end. Now the fourth one is definitely my favorite. We're going to take that same black suede ribbon and we're going to double the measurement of our choker. So you can see here, and then I'm sliding it over to get double the length. And then I'm going to cut right there and then also use that to create another piece. So measure that and double it. Make sure you cut it because you need two separate pieces. So again, taking the skinny chain, I'm going to actually use the Hamza hand one that we just created and measure the same distance of the Hamza hands to create a small little piece of chain. And I'm going to just cut that off. And we should have two long pieces of black suede and then a skinny little piece of chain. Now you're going to tie a knot at each end of the separate pieces of the black, and I found it easy again to cut it at a little angle. It makes it a lot easier to slide through. And I'm just tying those in a knot, and you should end up with something kind of like this. It looks a lot because the pieces are long. So I decided to add beads to the end. So again, I cut it at a little angle to make it easier for me, and I pull a bead through, and then I tied a knot at the ends and cut the excess off. Here you can see the knot I tied, and then I'm just going to pull it down to the end. So we have little beads hanging at the end. I thought it was a cool effect. You can skip this step if you want, or you can use different beads. So this one I tied a little differently. You can tie it however you want, but I actually wrapped it around 3 times, well, twice, but it gives the effect of 3 layers, and I just am so obsessed with this one, and I think it's so cute. Now this last one isn't a tutorial. I just wanted to show you guys that you guys can take any ribbon or thread. This one's just faux leather, and you can create a choker just like that. You don't have to add anything onto it, and you can tie it in different ways. Here I just showed you how you could just tie it in the back and have a plain black little choker. If you want, you could untie it and actually wrap it around to the front. This fabric was a little hard to use, but I know if you use some of the thin suede ones, you probably have a better chance of just tying it in one little knot and letting it lay. But this fabric's a little stiff, and I decided to tie it in a little bow in the front, which also didn't work out too great, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of some different things you can do with different ribbons. Let me know down below which one was your favorite.